Shift our focus on the contest for the post of the Deputy Chairman in Rajya Sabha. We'll cut straight across now to Rajya Sabha. All eyes will be set on the upper house as the elections to the upper house Deputy Chairperson is to be held now.
Economic problems that adversely affect our growth as a nation. We need to make concerted efforts to overcome these challenges. Economic regeneration of our country must engage our undivided attention. Today, it makes all of us happy that Indian economy has emerged as the 6th largest economy in the world. In our march towards economic development, we need to ensure that the fruits of development also reach those who are living at the margins of the society. Honorable members, the Quit India movement achieved its objective long back. It is now time for all of us to join hands together to ensure that the challenges being faced by the people also quit India forever. लोकतंत्र के इस मंदिर में बैठने वाले हम सब लोगों का यह पावन कर्तव्य है कि हम राष्ट्र निर्माण कार्य में रचनात्मक और सकारात्मक रूप से अपना योगदान दें। इस अवसर पर मैं इसी महती सभा को प्रत्येक सदस्य को आह्वान करना चाहूँगा कि हम इस पावन कर्तव्य को प्रति सदैव जागरूक रहे और आम आदमी के हितों में आम आदमी का हितों की पूर्ति के लिए दलगत राजनीति से ऊपर उठकर कार्य करें। Honorable members, on this occasion I would like to recall the words of Mahatma Gandhi, who said, I quote, "I shall work for an India in which the poorest shall feel that it is their country in whose making they have an effective voice, an India in which there shall be no high class."
Okay, let me go straight across now to India Today's National Affairs editor Rahul Srivastav. Rahul, why is it that the opposition is so insistent to carry on with the fight when the numbers, at least for now, appear stacked in favor of the ruling coalition?
Good morning, Avantika. I have spoken to several leaders, including Ghulam Nabi Azad, leaders from the RJD, the left and others. The principal reason why they want to create a contest, irrespective of what the final outcome would be, that they somehow do not want Narendra Modi government to appear that it is uncontested as far as its political numerical popularity is concerned. They want to show that the opposition is in fight. It started sometime in July early when the term of the Deputy Chairman, Deputy Chairman expired on June 30th. The opposition was looking very close to stitching a Mahagathbandhan as far as the Rajya Sabha is concerned. Even at that time there was a proposal that somebody from Trinamool like Mr. Sukhendu Roy could be the candidate, a joint candidate of the entire opposition. But then started appearing what you call inherent contradictions within the opposition. For example, the TDP seemed to be spearheading the effort for the deputy chairman's post. The TRS and the YSRCP don't get along with that party. The BJP scored a major win by putting ahead a JDU member of parliament as the choice for the deputy chairman. That meant if there is a communal kind of a tag baggage as far as BJP is concerned, several parties like the BJD and others might have had problem with that candidate. But with the JDU in contest, with Nitish Kumar using his good offices with the BJD and other political parties, it became clearer that the fissure which the Congress was trying to exploit of a secular communal divide could not really be operated. And in that, when the NCP initially thought that it can field somebody like Vandana Chavan, a two-term member of parliament from Rajya Sabha, it became apparent that the numbers are not coming because the BJD, the TRS and the YSRCP didn't seem to be forthcoming as far as an opposition candidate is concerned. And that's where the NCP went and told the Congress it won't be contesting and fielding a candidate. It is the Congress eventually which had to field Mr. Hariprakash. So now it's a Hariprakash versus Harivansh contest.
But what changed, Rahul, at the last minute? This late night announcement by Naveen Patnaik, the BJP, or just choosing a very strong candidate? You know, the former editor of a very prominent newspaper in Bihar, first time JDU MP, because this move also cements the relationships between the two allies, the BJP and Nitish Kumar as well.
Avantika, I think it doesn't really cement, but I think it engages them for deeper.
Okay.
The engagement has gone deeper because over the last 2 months, if you notice, there was a certain amount of jitters as far as the JDU is concerned, with the talk of a Maha Gadbandhan, with the RJD emerging as a stronger player. There were feelers from the JDU to the RJD, but Lalu Prasad Yadav made it very clear that now the Chief Minister's post may not be the JDU's. It may be Tejaswi, who might be the RJD will prefer as the Chief Minister. That's where perhaps Nitish Kumar was caught between the devil and the deep sea. Where does he go? And that's where he decided that he will have to, at least for the time being, go with the BJP. And the BJP exploited that. One, it cemented, improved its engagement with the JDU by fielding Mr. Harivansh. It also engaged the Shiv Sena better. Because it is a JDU candidate, the Shiv Sena does not have a problem, as it had in the no trust motion against the BJP, where it abstained. So since it is a JDU candidate, the Shiv Sena is not having problems. The Akalis, who were demanding that the NDA players should get a better position within the NDA, the BJP should respect them. Even their voice has been silenced, because now it is not the BJP but the JDU which is contesting. So I think it was quite a bright stroke by the BJP to go in for a JDU candidate for the contest. It has kept the NDA flock together. Also, several people who could have been averse to BJP are flocking towards the JDU, and that means the NDA choice.
At least for now, the BJP seems to have scored over the Congress. But, Rahul, the BJP is the largest party in the House with 73 members. What about its allies, the Shiv Sena and the Akali Dal? There were reports of some differences and them being very upset of the BJP not taking them into consultation while choosing their candidate.
You see, they had a certain amount of grouse, and Shiv Sena is on the warpath as far as the BJP is concerned. But as I said, since it is a JDU candidate, the Shiv Sena does not want to breach the NDA line. It's somehow trying to say that it is still as part of a larger parivar. It does not want to breach that line. And in that, Shiv Sena seems to be getting more accommodative. The Akali Dal also has a problem that it is a very old ally of the BJP. There is a certain degree of disenchantment, but given the condition that in Punjab, for example, the Congress and the AAP Congress is ruling, AAP is an emerging force, the Akali Dal does need alliance with the BJP. So it does not want to push the alliance and ties to a level that they will snap. And that is where they were initially complaining that the allies are not being respected by the BJP. But once the BJP fielded a JDU candidate, then it became a problem for the Akalis, who they were eyeing. I know that the Akalis were thinking that somebody like Mr. Gujral will be pushed by the BJP as the NDA nominee. But when that didn't happen, the BJP was keener to send out a signal in Bihar by fielding Mr. Harivansh that a JDU man is being fielded to improve the engagement with the JDU. And that is where perhaps now the catch lies, that the Shiv Sena and the Akalis do not have much cause to complain as far as their public standing is concerned. So what we can say is that these two eventually might be going with the BJP.
All right, Rahul, just kindly stay on with me. My colleague Ankit Tyagi also explains the current strength of the Rajya Sabha with the halfway mark. Let's just take a look at this.
Rajya Sabha number game. Total is 244, out of which 8 are likely to abstain. So total number comes down to 236. Now, out of the 236, 125 for the NDA, 111 as we speak for the UPA. Majority mark is 119. So as of now, even in the upper house, where Modi government so far in its tenure has not been able to get a majority, they have been in fact facing a lot of problems from the opposition. Even there they are able to sail through. Now this tells you exactly the political acumen as far as the BJP is concerned, and how they manage things and how the opposition is trying to. Now on the other side, in the Rajya Sabha battle, who is likely to abstain? And these are important strategic abstentions. Now YSR Congress 2 MPs are going to abstain. PDP, former ally of the BJP, the opposition has not been able to get them on board. They are going to abstain. 3 from the Aam Aadmi Party. They kept saying that we are waiting for Rahul Gandhi to make that call. If Rahul Gandhi can't even ask for votes from his opponents, how does he expect a larger opposition unity? 3 are abstaining from there, and 1 MP, DMK MP Kanimoy, who is in fact in Tamil Nadu for the demise of her father, she is also going to abstain from this entire voting. Out of that, total 8 abstentions. The number for the opposition stands at 111.
Rahul, everything seems to have changed at the last end. I mean, in the last 4 days, everything seems to have changed in the favor of the NDA. Is this an indication of things to come? It seems perhaps that all that talk of a united opposition, stopping the BJP juggernaut, perhaps needs a lot more work in the run-up to the 2019 elections.
Avantika, when we come to the number game in Rajya Sabha, I think it is largely issue-driven. I will not say that the BJP may be the largest party, the BJP may be having dominating numbers as far as this election is concerned, but I will still say that life is not going to be easy in the next few months for the BJP, in the next session or the next one, which will be the last after that, as far as legislations are concerned, because I think the number game in Rajya Sabha is very complex and the politics is very delicate. And in that scenario, I think that legislative agenda apart, this is perhaps one-off. I think we missed a lot of signals when it comes to the changing political equations. With the Mahagathbandhan emerging, we failed to cite that recently in the Lok Sabha and the Rajya Sabha, a party like the BJD first abstained during the no confidence motion, which helped the BJP, and second, very importantly, the BJD was initially opposed to the constitutional status to the backward commission, but it went along with the government in the constitutional amendment in the Lok Sabha and then in the Rajya Sabha. Eventually, the problem for the BJD is that it is equidistant as far as the BJP and the Congress is concerned. These are the kind of players which largely because of the contradictions. For example, Andhra Pradesh and Telangana is a huge contradiction in itself, because Chandrababu Naidu, after abandoning the BJP, is trying to drive virtually all efforts against the BJP to prove his secular credentials to the people of Andhra Pradesh. But there is a problem in that if the TDP is leading, the TRS, which was born because of the Telangana agitation, and the Andhra Pradesh party like TDP had opposed it, cannot go with the TDP. The YSRCP cannot go with the BJP, with the TDP. The JDS has issues. The Aam Aadmi Party, a rival in Delhi and in Punjab, has contradictions. Mamata Banerjee, for example, while she may be attempting a federal front, eventually she's trying to work against a Mahagathbandhan, and also she's attacking the Congress in Bengal and trying to seek their support in Delhi. These are the fault lines within the opposition, which actually was ensuring that since July 1st, the effort which was on for a joint candidate was eating into the...
Is that one of the factors with which the BJP was able to outsmart the opposition? Was this just bad planning? Did they not foresee, these kind of fault lines that you were just mentioning? Were they ill-prepared because they failed to come up with a consensus candidate?
Avantika, usually any kind of a large Mahagathbandhan or a grand alliance usually needs the loss of identity of most of the players who become part of that Mahagathbandhan or the grand alliance. Right now, the political situation is such that there is the big large party, the BJP, and rest, even including the Congress, with the second largest party, that is with 48 odd MPs. In that scenario, you find that regional aspirations are rising. Bengal has a lot of seats. In UP you have BSP and the Samajwadi Party coming together, trying to edge the Congress party out. In this scenario, almost everybody is jostling for a national space. These are regional satraps who have part of their ambition want to come to Delhi. In that scenario, instead of identity getting merged and softened as far as the edges are concerned to create a grand alliance, what we are finding that it is like trying to put apples and oranges and pomegranates together, and we think that it has become one cohesive fruit, but it actually does not. And that's what the problem is, that the fault lines past, present and future are so many that somehow the opposition has been failing to put up a joint united front, be it the no confidence motion, in which the opposition could not get even 130 odd seats compared to the BJP's large numbers. Now, even in Rajya Sabha, where the opposition had dominant numbers, the government is not in majority. In that also, the government has been able to utilize the fault lines, has been able to keep its flock together.
Yes.
And with a masterstroke of using JDU, it has neutralized the opposition.
They have successfully exploited that within the opposition. But the BJP, Rahul, they are facing some allied trouble. Just kindly stay on with me. The Akali Dal has joined the Shiv Sena in sending out a very strong message to the Prime Minister, demanding that he should be more like the former Prime Minister Atal Bihari Vajpayee while reaching out to the party's allies. Let's take a look.
I am convinced that the age of single party dominance is over. I am
Despite
convinced
2014.
next
Yes.
year, no single party will be able to form the government on its own. That is their whole history. Now, age of
You're
coalition is
giving
back.
us a big headline. I can say Naresh Gujral says Narendra Modi will not be.
I am saying age of coalition is back, and I'm saying NDA will be back. It is important that BJP treats its allies with kid gloves. It is important that they do not try to get into their territory. They must be given their space. My friends from Shiv Sena are sitting here. I'm sure they will stay with them, provided BJP does not start demanding more seats from them. These are the issues which are going to be very important, and this is where a Vajpayee touch is required. Treat allies fairly and give them the due respect.
Mr. Modi will be Prime Minister even if the NDA is below 200.
I'm sure he will be the Prime Minister, and I'm sure he will change with times. So don't worry.
Good luck. You're saying Mr. Modi will change with time. Yes,
राजदीप, जो नरेश गुजराल ने जो कहा है, मैं सहमत हूँ. हमें अटल जी के जमाने का एनडीए चाहिए.
आपको अटल जी चाहिए, अटल जी जैसा नेता चाहिए.
अटल जी के जमाने की जो एनडीए थी,
तो उस तरह का नेता चाहिए.
नहीं, एनडीए आज एनडीए नहीं है. हम चाहते हैं कि देश में एक मजबूत सरकार बने, एक ऐसे प्रधानमंत्री इस देश में बने जो सबको साथ लेकर चले.
और मोदी जी नहीं ले पाते हैं आपके ख्याल में?
मोदी चलेंगे 2019 में. अभी का तो मुझे पता नहीं है.
पर आपने साफ कहा है कि आप अकेला लड़ेंगे 100%.
All right, going back now to our National Affairs editor, Rahul, let's talk about the candidate because the voting is going to take place now shortly. About the NDA's choice, were you surprised? He, of course, is a first-time JDU MPA, relatively low-key, and also the former editor of one of the most prominent newspapers of Bihar. But was he the preferred choice of everybody within the BJP?
You see, largely, Avantika, the problem, if you listen to what Rajdeep's program was all about, the election, a lot of politics within the NDA is a lot about Narendra Modi, the kind of personality that he is. There is a contradiction in what they say the allies of the BJP are wanting. Narendra Modi, they want like Vajpayee. Vajpayee never won 283 seats for the BJP. Vajpayee was a great leader. He was a great coalition manager. At one time, one of the most temperamental political leaders like Mamata Banerjee and Jayalalitha were part of Atal Bihari Vajpayee's government. But remember that it was Jayalalitha at that time who went against Vajpayee, and the Vajpayee government fell. The problem here is that the NDA does need Narendra Modi. He is the vote getter. He is the popular figure. In that, that kind of an election does create a larger than life political entity, and then there comes the complaints by the allies. I think, yes, there has to be certain amount of balancing act. The BJP is changing. Definitely over the last few months, we have seen Amit Shah visiting all the alliance partners, meeting them personally, trying to assuage their feelings. But yes, as far as the JDU, picking up JDU is concerned, initially the BJP and others were discussing somebody from Akali Dal like Mr. Gujral himself. Could he be fielded? But then there was a crisis for the BJP that it had another temperamental ally in form of the JDU. BJP was not sure that by November, what is Nitish Kumar going to do ahead of the 2019 polls. It did want to send out a signal, not just to Nitish Kumar, remember, but to the people of Bihar, that the BJP and the JDU are now coming closer. So once the people perceive that the two parties are coming together, it becomes difficult for a leader like Nitish Kumar to abandon the ally like BJP ahead of the elections. And that is why I will say that it was a masterstroke by BJP to push Mr. Harivansh. Now the choice of Mr. Harivansh, a very low profile member of parliament, he's a first term member of parliament. Then we have a very dominant chairman of Rajya Sabha in form of Mr. Venkaiah Naidu.
Yes.
Now, over the last 1 year, we have seen things which are there in the times of Hamid Ansari have changed. Hamid Ansari was a slightly more hands-off kind of a chairman. He used to allow Mr. PJ Kurian, the deputy, to handle a lot of things. He was very strict about question hour and several other functionings, but he used to give a lot of space. But Venkaiah Naidu likes to run the house in a certain manner. He's present at times for the whole day,
Absolutely.
chairing
And
it.
speaking
He
of
does
the
needs a
House and
good,
realizing
able,
the
low
importance
profile
of these elections, sir, you have the leader of the House, Arun Jaitley, also present today in Rajya Sabha. He also has been recovering after a recent kidney transplant. But his presence, just adds to the importance of these elections.
Yes, the BJP wanted everybody on board, all the numbers to be here, because elections inside Parliament have been decided by one vote. The Vajpayee government fell because Girdhar Gomang and one more leaders went out and voted for somebody else. Now the point here is that Arun Jaitley's return is a sigh for the government. He is the leader of the House. The BJP needs somebody strong as far as the Rajya Sabha is concerned. He has got better managerial skills. He has been in the Rajya Sabha for a very long time, and he knows the dynamics. Also, as a voice against what you call a very dominant House as far as the opposition is concerned, it's very important because you have got all the senior leaders with a dominant opposition numbers in the Rajya Sabha. Somebody like Arun Jaitley is needed, and that is why special arrangements were made so that Mr. Jaitley could come inside today, a slightly sanitized entry for him because he has been away for 3 months after a kidney transplant.
So? That's interesting. Arun Jaitley joining work after recovering from a kidney transplant. I'm going to cut straight across now to Rajya Sabha. Rahul Srivastava, just kindly stay on with us. We'll keep coming back to you, but let's listen into the proceedings.
ताव रखती हूँ बीके हरिप्रसाद जी का
श्री YS Chaudhary.
Propose Mr. B.K. Hariprasad.
No. You second.
I second the motion.
Right. Thank you. Shri Anand Sharma.
Sir, I propose that Shri B.K. Hariprasad be chosen as the Deputy Chairman of the Rajya Sabha.
Shri Bhunesh Karita. I second the motion, sir. Thank you. Professor Ram Gopal Yadav.
Sir, I propose that Sri B.K. Hariprasad be chosen as the Chairman of the Rajya Sabha.
Shri Ahmad Ashfaq Karim. Srimati Vandana Chavan.
To the motion that Shri B.K. Hariprasad be chosen as the Deputy Chairman of the Rajya Sabha.
Shri D. Kupendra Reddy. Shri Amit Anil Chandra Shah.
हरिवंश को राज्यसभा का उपसभापति चुना जाए।
श्री राम विचार नेतम। श्री संजय राउत।
सभापति महोदय, मैं प्रस्ताव करता हूं कि श्री हरिवंश को राज्यसभा का उपसभापति चुना जाए।
श्रीमती कहकशन परवीन।
महोदय, मैं इस प्रस्ताव का समर्थन करती हूं।
सरदार सुखदेव सिंह दिमसा।
Sir, I propose the name of Shri Harivansh be chosen as the Deputy Chairman of the Rajya Sabha.
Srimati Vijila Satyanad.
Chairman, sir, I second the motion.
Honorable members, before I put the motions moved to vote, I may like to inform the House that the motions moved will now be taken up for adoption in the same sequence in which they have been moved, and at any stage, if a motion is carried, the remaining motions will become infructuous and will not be put to the vote of the House. I shall now put the motion moved by Sri Ramachandra Prasad Singh and duly seconded by Sri Ramdas Atwale to vote. The question is that Sri Harivansh be chosen as the Deputy Chairman of Rajya Sabha. Those in favor, please say aye. Aye. Those against, will please say no. No. I think the ayes have it, the ayes have it, the ayes have it. Division. Lobby is to be cleared, na? Lobby is to be cleared. Silence to be maintained. Let the members go to their respective seats. अपना अपना जगह पे जाके स्थान ग्रहण करिए. Please, Minister, Mr. Piyush Goyal, you are not understanding, your voice is reaching the other side. This is not the way. Before division, lobbies to be cleared. And और लोग अपना अपना जगह पे जाके निर्धारित जगह पे बैठना, अदरवाइज वोट को काउंट में नहीं आएगा.
So big test as we've been seeing for opposition unity, and this is also an important time for the NDA, their choice to nominate Harivansh Narayan Singh. Mr. Venkaiah Naidu also speaking at the moment. But yes, this is the Rajya Sabha battle that's going on, the contest for the post of Deputy Chairman of the Rajya Sabha. The NDA really seem to be outsmarting the opposition, at least in this one, by choosing their nominee Harivansh Narayan Singh over the UPA's BK Hariprasad. So the crucial elections going on now. In fact, it's going to be the crucial vote, especially for the NDA and from its allies, the Shiv Sena and the Akali Dal. Let's listen into Mr. Venkaiah Naidu first. Okay, so the BJP extremely confident of securing a major political victory in the House, where the party does not have the majority.
Will now explain the voting procedure.
Honorable members, for your convenience, I shall explain the voting procedure by automatic vote recording system. It may please be noted that each member has been provided with an integrated microphone and voting console containing 4 buttons: P for present, A for ayes, O for abstain, and N for noes. There is also a separately situated security button in red, which is vote activation button, provided on the language selector. A red LED vote now lighting during the voting period indicates that the voting functions are operational and active. To record a vote, a member has to press the vote activation button and one of the voting buttons of his or her choice simultaneously. Each voting button has an assigned LED indicating the correct and valid voting function as long as the button is pressed together with the vote activation button. The voting process starts with a musical sound on large screen hall display in the 2 corners of the chamber. Each member has to keep the voting button as well as vote activation button pressed simultaneously for 10 seconds. That is at the time of the closing of button in order to register a valid vote. During the voting period, the member can change his or her vote at any time. The vote cast at the time when the voting period is ending will be valid. That is, the buttons pressed at the 10th second will be recorded. In case either one or both the buttons are released prior to close of voting period, the vote will not be registered. The countdown time is also indicated on the display board. If a member finds that he or she has voted by mistake by pressing the wrong button, he or she can be allowed to correct the mistake provided he or she brings it to the notice of the chairman before the result of the division is announced.
The question is that Sri Harivansh be chosen as the Deputy Chairman of the Rajya Sabha. Those in favor will please say aye. Those against will please say no. I think the ayes have it. Division. Okay. Both have it. Vote.
कहाँ गया दबा दिया Honorable members, the voting time starts now.
I think you have to redo it, sir. You had to first announce and then the button activate.
No, I did that.
Please, Shanti.
I announced it. Yeah.
He said it. We can redo also. If anybody has got any doubt. Okay, we are going for again division. Please, अपना जगह पे बैठ जाइए. Please let all the members. Mr. Ragesh, you go to your seat. Your vote and that vote also both will not be counted. Please. पहले करना था. Yeah. Please, there are officers. If anybody has failed to vote properly, the officers will guide you. They will give you slip also. इसलिए और दूसरा मेंबर किसी के पास जाके उनको समझाने के लिए कोशिश करने का जरूरत नहीं है. जो भी करना है पहले करना था. The question is, please, बैठ जाइए. सब लोग बैठ जाइए. अभी पुराना स्लिप भी वैलिड नहीं है. पहले The question is that Sri Harivansh be chosen as the Deputy Chairman of Rajya Sabha. Those in favor will please say aye. Those against will please say no. I think the ayes have it. Division. Secretary General. Please, I don't know. We are redoing it because of some mistake. Find out by some members.
Honorable members.
Please, सुनिए, please. Bharati ji.
Honorable members, I am starting the voting procedure. The voting time starts now.
Please. We are Rajya Sabha. Let us have that this thing. Enjoy, but enjoy in it. अपना जगह पे बैठना. केशवराव जी, प्लीज. मिस्टर केशवराव. नहीं, देयर करेक्शंस आर हैपनिंग. करेक्शन स्लिप्स जिनको चाहिए उनको दीजिए, और जिन्होंने वोट किया दोबारा स्लिप नहीं भेजना, वो चेक करने वाले. If there is a correction, the slip will be given, and if some people have by second time also voted, it will not be counted. That will be seen, verified by those people. तो इसलिए शांति बने रहे. एग्जैक्ट रिजल्ट अभी अनाउंस करूंगा.
Voting with
7 people.
7 confusion.
प्लीज नीरज शेखर प्लीज आप अपना सीट में जाइए. During the voting process, till the process is completed, nobody is supposed to leave their seat. This way or that way. No. Till the announcement is made and the lobbies are cleared.
Okay, so the voting process going on right now, it had to be done for the second time because there was some confusion there. But in the second time around, at least for now, the ayes were 122 with the noes being at 98. But the final result is going to be announced by the chairman, Venkaiah Naidu, in just a bit, who a short while back moved the motions in Rajya Sabha for both of the candidates. Right now, the votes are being processed. The voting process is underway to select just who will be the deputy chairman. Will it be BK Hariprasad, the UPA's choice, or NDA's Harivansh Narayan Singh? That big announcement going to be made anytime soon, with the second round of voting being just taken a few seconds ago, and the number of ayes coming at 122. But all of that is right now presently being assessed, it's being checked. This is a very important election that's happening right now, a voting process that will test the strength of the opposition unity. The numbers appear to be stacked in favor of the ruling coalition, who claim to have at least 125 in their favor, with the UPA having about 111, more than 100, but they still persisted. They went on and said that the fight is very much on, despite the numbers being stacked in favor of the NDA, who seem to have outsmarted the opposition unity, at least in this election, the elections to the Rajya Sabha deputy chairman's post. So we're just waiting now for the chairman, Venkaiah Naidu, to make the final announcement and to declare just who has won the election to the deputy chairman's post for the upper house. Interestingly, you also have the leader of the house, Arun Jaitley, present. He in fact has been recuperating after a recent kidney transplant. He is also present in the house, so a full strength there as directed by the Prime Minister himself and the BJP President Amit Shah to ensure that everybody is present for this crucial voting. In fact, the candidate for the NDA, Harivansh Narayan Singh, proves to be very strong. He is a first-time MP of the JDU. And Hariprasad, the UPA's choice, BK Hariprasad, is a three-time parliamentarian of the Congress. That's the contest between these two gentlemen. The final announcement expected anytime soon. Everybody really patiently and anxiously waiting after the chairman had to conduct a re-voting, as there were a few mistakes that happened during the voting process. National Affairs Editor Rahul Srivastav continues to be with me. Rahul, so these are some anxious moments before the chairman finally makes the final announcement. The re-voting had to happen. I mean, in the first case, the ayes were at 115. Thereby, they detected a few mistakes, and then the ayes were at 122. But some anxious moments right now. We're just waiting for the final announcement by the chairman.
Yes, Avantika, if you see the rough figures which have emerged, which are subject to corrections, Mr. Venkaiah Naidu, maybe it seems to be announcing the results now.
Yes, yes.
5. Noes 105. The motion is carried. I therefore declare that Sri Harivansh has been chosen as the Deputy Chairman of the Rajya Sabha. The entire House. Sri Harivansh, please. He is now Deputy Chairman of the entire House. That part is over. May now be conducted to his seat by one from this side and another from the opposition, both LOP and leader of the House, Parliamentary Affairs.
Thanks for watching the video. For more such news and updates, please like, share and subscribe to India Today. Also check out our other great videos from our channel. We know you would love to.